Get ready to lock and load because we're counting down the top 10 best military war games you must play on Nintendo Switch. From intense frontline battles to tactical operations that test your strategy, these games deliver non-stop action, epic firepower, and heart-pounding missions that will keep you glued to the screen. Every shot here feels like a decision you can't take back, where patience, positioning, and timing are the real weapons. Huge open maps give you the freedom to plan your approach, scout enemy movements, and strike exactly when the moment feels right, turning each mission into a tense tactical puzzle. Sniper Elite 4 leans hard into stealth and precision, backed by smart enemy reactions and that iconic X-ray kill cam that makes every perfect shot unbelievably satisfying. Enemy AI keeps you on your toes, reacting to sound, movement, and even missing soldiers, which makes each encounter feel dynamic and unpredictable. Add in smart weapon customization, authentic World War II gear, and a strong focus on realism, and you get an experience that's both methodical and insanely satisfying. Wolfenstein hits fast, loud, and absolutely refuses to let up, throwing you into a full-blown resistance story packed with outrageous action and over-the-top attitude. The gunplay is brutal and weighty, letting you dual-wield heavy weapons while tearing through enemies at a relentless pace, and it constantly pushes you to stay aggressive instead of hiding behind cover. Between the chaos, the game delivers a surprisingly strong narrative filled with memorable characters, dark humor, and cinematic moments that make the stakes feel personal. Wolfenstein II: The New Colossus also mixes in alternate routes, secret areas, and optional challenges, giving you reasons to explore beyond just blasting forward.
Caroline, I'm hurting. Will you lend me your wings?
If you like non-stop action with a wild, horror-infused twist, this one goes all in from the very first mission. It cranks the chaos up by throwing waves of undead enemies at you across large, creepy battlefields, pushing you to stay mobile, manage resources, and line up clutch shots under pressure. The signature slow-motion kill cams make every explosive headshot ridiculously satisfying, while upgraded weapons, traps, and supernatural abilities keep the combat feeling fresh and unpredictable. Zombie Army 4 Dead War also shines with its co-op focus, letting the madness escalate as enemies get tougher and more bizarre the deeper you go.
Here goes nothing.
Commandos 2 is pure tactical gameplay where every move matters and rushing in is the fastest way to fail. You're given a small squad of elite soldiers, each with unique skills, and dropped into large, open missions that demand careful planning, smart positioning, and perfect timing. Stealth is the name of the game here, pushing you to study enemy patrols, use distractions, and coordinate your team to pull off clean, satisfying takedowns. It brings back that classic, unforgiving challenge with improved visuals and refined controls, making each successful plan feel earned rather than lucky.
Silence those 88s. Sergeant, round up your men.
All right, listen up.
Company of Heroes is all about large-scale battles where smart decisions matter just as much as raw firepower. You're dropped into intense World War II combat zones where positioning, cover, and unit management can completely turn the tide of a fight, making every skirmish feel dynamic and unpredictable. The game shines with its tactical depth, letting you capture territory, adapt to changing battle conditions, and counter enemy strategies on the fly, rather than relying on simple rush tactics. Company of Heroes Collection delivers cinematic warfare with destructible environments, realistic unit behavior, and that constant sense of pressure as the front line shifts back and forth.
Get out! These trenches are good cover! Ready grenade! Blow that MG nest now! Ground troops are coming for us! Let's go! Taking fire! Get up on aisle 5! Get ground!
One of the various special armaments that match the aircraft's characteristics.
Ace Combat 7 puts you straight into high-speed aerial battles where the sky turns into a full-on war zone and every second counts. You're dogfighting through massive missions filled with missiles, tight maneuvers, and cinematic set pieces that make each sortie feel intense and personal. The flight controls strike a great balance between accessibility and realism, letting you pull off stylish maneuvers while still demanding skill and precision. A wide roster of licensed aircraft and customizable loadouts keeps the action fresh, while the dramatic storyline adds real weight to every mission. The game delivers adrenaline-pumping air combat that makes you feel like a true ace.
Necessary information will be communicated by AWACS and fellow radio operators. The key to success will be the real-time radio conversation that take place during the situation. Fight against huge armaments and countless drones standing in your way and against powerful enemies. Use your own judgment to defeat the enemy, overcome difficulties, and lead this war to victory.
Must be eliminated, including Colonel Omar Al-Jabbar. The people of Al-Tariq will
Strike Force 3 is built for players who just want fast, no-nonsense action where the focus is on pure firepower and constant momentum. You're thrown into combat-heavy missions packed with enemies, explosions, and non-stop pressure, pushing you to stay aggressive and keep moving rather than playing it safe. The gameplay leans into classic arcade-style shooting, delivering quick objectives, straightforward controls, and that satisfying loop of blasting through waves of foes. The game keeps things simple and intense, making it easy to jump in while still delivering plenty of chaotic moments that keep your adrenaline up.
I need to hold my ground and fight back!
We need to stop that convoy before it reaches its destination. Use any means necessary to intercept and secure the cargo.
The 100-line Last Defense Academy challenges you to become the ultimate strategist, turning chaotic battlefields into finely tuned fortresses. Every wave of enemies is a test of your planning, forcing you to think fast, position wisely, and upgrade smartly to survive. With each level, the stakes rise, and experimentation with different units and tactics becomes the key to holding your ground. The visuals are crisp and detailed, making every explosion and defensive maneuver feel rewarding, while the pacing keeps your adrenaline high as you fight to protect your line.
Prioritize high-value targets like this one.
Metal Slug Tactics reinvents the classic run-and-gun chaos into a strategic, turn-based thrill ride that keeps the action intense, but gives you time to plan your moves. You command a squad of iconic soldiers, each with unique abilities, across destructible battlefields filled with enemies, traps, and explosive surprises at every corner. The game keeps the signature humor and over-the-top style of the Metal Slug series, while Tactical Depth lets you coordinate attacks, chain combos, and pull off satisfying maneuvers that feel both clever and chaotic.
Whoa, what just happened? Well, that's a sync, and it's how we win battles, by working as a team. Attack any hostile belligerent while one of your teammates has a line of fire on him, and watch the magic happen. Syncs are free damage and generate a lot of adrenaline, and if you want to dominate the battlefield, you'll need to maximize them.
Red Wing's Aces of the Sky catapults you straight into the thrilling dogfights of World War I, where the skies are a battleground and every maneuver counts. You take control of agile biplanes, pulling off daring stunts, tight turns, and precise attacks while facing waves of enemy pilots in fast-paced aerial combat. The game balances accessibility with skill, letting you feel like a true ace as you master each plane's unique handling and weaponry. Stunning visuals and dynamic sky environments make every mission feel cinematic, while the intense pace keeps your adrenaline pumping from takeoff to landing.
Okay everyone, thanks so much for watching. If you liked that video, please leave a like and subscribe, and ring the bell if you want to get notified when we release new content. We hope to see you in the next video.